Hi guys and welcome back to Aethermancer. Today we are going to play a build focused on the weakness, and it's going to be our first run on the Vestige level 3 as well. Yeah, that's going to be great. This Vestige should be harder than what the mythic difficulty was, I think, originally. And we will also have additional disadvantage that each turn one enemy attack becomes void charged. I have no idea what it is, so I'm curious to find out. And regarding the monsters, yeah, we are going to start with Alchemical Woods. We will start with, where is he? This Snallygaster, and I would like to get Ettin as well. Snallygaster is, or has quite good signature trait, Aura. At the start of enemy turn, weakness deal X wind damage to each enemy with weakness on them. Enemies with terror are dealt wild damage this way instead. X equals amount of stacks. I don't know how this would work if enemy has both weakness and terror stacks. Are they going to be like summed and the total damage is going to be dealt, or only the highest, or only the terror if both of them are on a target? And what if he has only one terror stack and 20 weakness? Is it going to deal only one wild damage? Yeah, so these are the questions I would like to answer during this run and find out. And he also has additional sentence. The merchant has a special snack available for this monster. So yeah, this is another question which needs to be answered, right? Then I really like Ettin because Ettin seems to be like pretty good monster to support your whole party, and really good monster at applying weakness. Yeah, with this budding. So yeah, this is going to be really weird. Ettin is weird. What about this signature trait? At the start of your turn, applies eco and weakness to self. Whenever eco triggers on this monster, applies redirect to self. This monster cannot learn any attacks. Yeah, so he's just a tank. He has attack and retaliate, and he's able to heal himself and apply weakness. I think he's going to be great in our build. So I would like to start a run with Snallygaster and also reroll until I'm able to find him in the first shrine. So yeah, you will not see that. I will cut the video, and when I'm able to find him, we will resume recording. So see you in a while. And no, we don't want to use a nickname. Snallygaster. Let's do it. Okay, third attempt, guys, to find the Ettin. So maybe this time. Yeah, he's here. Great. Okay, so we have him. Eco tank weakness. So let's do it. He should be a good combo with Snallygaster. I'll be honest, I don't really like the visual of Snallygaster. I don't know why. Just not my type. But you cannot like everyone, right? Let's talk to her. Lily. Alchemical Woods. Another reason why this corner of the world is truly special. To think that, after all these years, the wonder of the monster deities still exists. True, the impact of the monster deities can still be felt here, despite it all. I wonder that Thursday would look like if the monster deities were still around. Do we want to reroll action? What do we have? Snallygaster. 2 times 3 damage against target enemy, apply 3 weakness, that's great. Shriek. 2 times 4 damage, applies 3 terror. Yeah, Shriek is great. But we are probably going only for the weakness, so maybe I don't really want to go for a terror at all. I know that the terror would be better, but if we already have a Snallygaster and Ettin, I want to focus only on the weakness. And what about the Ettin? Budding is not bad. Mud trap shield, self retaliate. Well, it's a shield, right? With a retaliate. This is giving me a retaliate as well, so this is basically only shield for me. Top. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to reroll that Shriek. But yeah, okay, let's do it. Snallygaster. We are going to lose a Shriek. Sad story. Doom Bloom. Applies 3 terror to target enemy, and it's a free action. Okay, Sound Wave. 2 times 4 wind damage against all enemies. Applies weakness to all enemies. Then applies 1 more debuff for every kind of debuff on them. Yeah, we are going to take this because it's AoE. Yeah. Great. So I think, yeah, this is better than that Shriek for us. And let's go. Let's try to stagger our living armor because he's going to tank anyway. Fine, we have 4 weakness. They have 3 weakness. What is this? Oh, it's charge. Oh, okay, this is it. So what is it dealing? Higher damage and corruption plus 3 as well. Corruption plus 3 is so bad. That's too much. But only when? Is it going to inflict corruption every time, even if I block it? Or evade it? Questions. Yeah, let's use a dampen first. So he has 6 weakness. And we are going to use basic retaliate. Fine. Good. So what about that corruption? He did not receive any corruption now. Why? I don't know. Plus 1 damage, corruption plus 3. So probably if corruption is inflicted, it's going to be increased by 3. That's how I understand it. Let's stagger him. Good. And let's probably... Yeah, we don't have a redirect, do we? How are we able to get a redirect? I think there was something about that in the signature trait. Whenever eco triggers on this monster. Okay, so I'm able to apply a redirect to me right now. Let's use Mud Trap with a redirect. Okay, but only 1 redirect. Fine. So when do they receive that wind damage from this howl? At the start of enemy turn. Doesn't look like that. Probably I just didn't see it. Let's go for a sound wave now. Because we don't need to use a wind ether with Ettin at all. So let's do that. Good, we have 2 weakness. And let's use budding, that's going to give me redirect again. Fine. A lot of weakness. But he's going down. We have 16... Jesus Christ, that's dealing such a high damage. Okay, I see that it is proccing. Definitely is. And Soundwave with the corruption. Void Charge, Soundwave. Well, I am unable to deal higher damage than with this dampen. Maybe this Mud Trap would be great now. That would kill him. What do you guys think? Because otherwise... Yeah, let's try using that. We don't need retaliate this time. I mean redirect. Yeah, he received 4 corruption. Snallygaster. Okay, those void charge attacks are going to be a problem. Corruption cleanse is going to be much more important. Okay, so level up with Snallygaster and we have first trait. Critical bleed on crit applies bleed. I don't want that. Terror application. While damage hits of this monster gain +1 poison damage. Ah, that's so good. Contagion. Weakness reduction +1. Aura. Whenever an enemy's weakness is consumed, 50% chance to apply weakness to another random enemy. Great. This is exactly what we need. So let's go for that. We already had it, I think, in the previous run, but I rerolled it because it wasn't really that great for our previous build. But this time it's exactly what we need. Aether Spring, not yet. Yeah, I'm really curious how strong this build is going to be. Let's go. Yeah, this is a problem. Let's go for Odysseus because we will not be able to kill a ranger. That ranger is so strong. Yeah, he's so strong to play against as well. So hard to play against. Let's use dampen. Probably against the ranger. And let's use basic retaliate. 5 corruption. Jesus. We need a healing. Otherwise this is going to be impossible for us. Soundwave would be able to stagger him. Okay. Red it is, it seems. He's going to hide as well right now. So he won't have a chance. Nice, he's dead as well. And what now? What to do with you, bro? Let's just use a basic retaliate because I don't want to consume eco. Good, you healed. You have temporary power. But we are going to stagger you. And unfortunately that's all because we cannot do more. Let's maybe do a budding to increase a weakness on you. Wait, when do I gain eco with Ettin? At the start of turn applies eco and weakness to self, so every turn I gain 1 eco. So every turn when I use a budding, it's going to be with eco. That's so good. Okay, let's kill him. And I really like the visuals of the Ettin as well. Okay, let's see his trait. Cursed Aura. Whenever an enemy's weakness is consumed, applies 1 terror to that enemy. Oh yeah, and this is what I was wondering, how this is going to work. And I have no idea. But let's take it and we will find out. Monster Soul, okay. What's here? Do we have something here? Oh yeah. Soul Gate. So let's use a Monster Soul to release. But to get through. Ocarina. This is great, we need that. And obviously it's going to be used on the Ettin because he's only using support action, doesn't he? Maybe that attack, that retaliate is not really a support action, I will need to read it. Heal upkick as well and debuff cleanse. That's exactly what we need for him. That's a great item. Fine. Let's go for Aether Spring. Hopefully we'll be able to get a corruption cleanse there. That would be really helpful. And our third monster, I forgot. So we want someone with a weakness, yeah. Not Katserker. Kullervo, we played with him in the previous run. Cockatrice now. And Shambler. Shambler might be good, but we already have a tank. So only possible is Katserker. Let's reroll, guys. Domovoy with the heal regen. Maybe. Yeah, we are going for the Mephisto, but we wouldn't have a heal if I picked Mephisto. Will I get a heal some way? Terror. I want to go for a weakness. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with the Domovoy, but he has such a bad signature trait for us. On action, if the action didn't consume cooking stacks, apply cooking to self and regeneration to the ally with the lowest amount of regen. Maybe we'll go with the heal regen and replace burn with weakness. We have invigorate and boiling soup, which is applying burning. That's a problem. Maybe Grimoire it is. And Sphinx would be fine as well with the heal, but we wouldn't be able to attack. Only if I decided to change signature trait of the Sphinx. Okay. Let's go for a Mephisto. And we will go for a terror. We will replace a burn with weakness. And I hope I will not need that healing. But probably I will. Because we have those void attacks as well. Oh, that's a shifted version of Snallygaster. We want to catch it. We want to catch it. But we still miss to meet one additional... What is it, monster? It has to be hidden somewhere. And I have to find it. Probably. Okay, let's charge this shifted living armor. We will try to catch him. So good. This shifted version is much more prettier. Probably going to be water. Some kind of healer. No? Weakness. Not bad, not bad. Sudden Splash. 3 terror. I have only 1 water eater. So let's go for a Sudden Splash because that one is able to stagger. Or maybe are we going for a Snallygaster? Yeah, I think I'm not going for the Snallygaster. Let's use a basic retaliate and we'll be able to use both attacks. So let's first go for a Sudden Splash to stagger him. And then I'm going to use a dampen as well. Again, probably a Snallygaster, so the damage is lower. Good. Oh, I wanted to catch him. Okay, I will be able to catch him anyway now. So let's do that. Fine. Shifted living armor, eco shield dodge. Very, very tanky. Ignite I am unable to use and I am unable to generate fire eater either. We'll replace ignite. So let's start. Let's start with the mud trap. So I'm going to absorb that hit and we are not going to gain additional corruption on the Snallygaster. And then I'm going to use a sound wave to inflict weakness to everyone. Great. And we can kill him. Do we want to do that? I think we'll be able to kill him anyway with the retaliate. So I'll go for a living armor instead. Oh, okay, never mind. Ah, he's staggered. Damn. That's a shame. Do we have redirect on the Ettin again? Yes, we do. We receive some damage. We are unable to use mud trap with eco. And what is this? Pressure shield. We have 3 water. 7 terror, really? But he doesn't have the redirect anymore. At least that, right? Let's use mud trap anyway. Because we will get attacked with an increased corruption. And let's kill Snallygaster. Fine, so he's dead. 13 damage. Jesus, 5 corruption it is. Ettin staggered. But living armor is going to use a void charge attack, Singe. So we need to stagger him. Let's do it with a Sudden Splash. Yeah, Mephisto is dealing high damage now. And let's use a sound wave. And I think the Ettin is going to die as well, right? Fine. Okay, he is dead. Mephisto is dealing, or He is dealing more damage and I think also has increased crit chance depending on the number of stacks of the debuffs the target enemy has. Let's maybe read it. So I refresh the memory of mine and yours as well. Schadenfreude. The first ally and the first enemy that use an action each turn gets 2 terror and 2 burn applied to them. Okay, I had no idea. This monster gains +1 damage and +6% evasion. Okay, that's a different. So maybe it was a shifted version which had increased crit chance. For every 10 debuff stacks among all monsters in the combat. Okay, so it's totally different than what I remembered. Great, so I'm happy that I read it. And we have a blank memento as well, which is great because we will need it to catch, and I hope we'll be able to find that last monster which we need to catch. Oh, ambush. Ambush, ambush. And it's a shifted. Nice. So let's catch him. I think I'm going to keep one memento for the case that I'm going to find a shifted fairy. Ah no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Let's start. Yeah, this is a problem. Let's start with the budding. Apply weakness. 2 weakness to everyone. Okay. Then I'm going to use probably a dampen against Snallygaster. And maybe I should use a sudden splash first, but I think that wouldn't help. Let's use a sudden splash against living armor so we are able to stagger him next turn. Okay. Great. Oh no, he received 4 corruption. Those void attacks are the biggest problem so far. It's really interesting. Let's use basic retaliate because we cannot use anything else. And it looks like it is up protection, so we are healing with that one as well. That's pretty sick. Another void attack. I think we should be able to stagger him with Ignite. Let's try to do that. Yeah, because he will burn now. We are able to kill him as well. But we are not going to do that. We are rather going to stagger a living armor. Fine. Fine, you are staggered. Unfortunately, he's not going to die next turn. Staggered as well. Oh, I think he will, because he will receive 3 damage from the weakness and also 2 damage from the burn. And he's not going to get healed. Oh, we are able to catch him. Let's do that. Stealth skin shifted. Shield sidekick critical. Interesting. Interesting. We are unable to use a sound wave, unfortunately. But maybe... No. We have no way how to generate a wind eater either. So let's do it like this. Let's use Sudden Splash to kill you. I think this Stealth skin, not Snallygaster, is going to die anyway. Oh no, he's not. He's going to attack and he's going to... Wait, is it at the start of the enemy turn? This hole. He should die. So I'm going to attack Stealth skin instead. But let's use Mud Trap. Yeah, he received even 5 damage because he was staggered. That was just from the weakness. Nice, Snallygaster level 3. Winter's Edge, 5 times 3 damage. Oh, it cost 5. Against target enemy, increase crit chance. On crit applies weakness and bleed to target enemy. That's too expensive for us, guys. Deluge Strike. Apply weakness to target enemy as well, then applies 2 more stacks of each debuff on the target. Yeah, that's good, that's good. And then we have Healing Dust. Apply weakness to target enemy, then applies 2 more stacks of each debuff on the target. Heal all allies. Yeah, I think I'm going for this because we don't have any healing and we will need it. But yeah, both of the other attacks would be... This Deluge Strike would be better for sure. But we need some healing. Mephisto. We have a trait. Nice. Panic. Whenever a wild damage hit staggers an enemy, purges 1 Aether. No. And applies 6 Aether to each other enemy. Not bad. Terror Application. Wild damage hits of this monster gain +1 poison damage. Okay, let's go for that. We will go for weakness and terror as well. Nice. Corruption Cleanse. That's huge. That's huge for us. Armor. Weighing the damage. Let's go for Snallygaster. And what is up here? What's this? Edible fungal hive, but growing of an ether-infused stamp seems to have etherized it. Choose one type of the chosen monster to be rerolled, yielding 3 new type options. We want to reroll Mephisto's burn, so let's do that. We have Power, Poison and Purge. I'm probably going for the Purge because this is harder difficulty already, guys. Crit. Well, we need that weakness on him. Maybe not, maybe I'll just have a terror. Oh man, why don't I have a weakness? Okay, let's go for that. Initial Purge. I never had Initial Purge. I think that it has a very high potential to be really strong. Oh, we have a question, nice. Which Aethermancer is known to be a sole governor? I know it already. It's a Mithras, right? Correct. After you and later Fomalhaut left, Mithras started governing all by themselves. Even though Fomalhaut remained a council member, they never returned. This led to Mithras being seen as the sole leader of Aquilas. You are well informed about Aquilas inner workings. I've kept a close eye on Aquilas, yes. It's a marvelous nation, built from the inherent wish for purpose. How do you know that? I've kept a close eye on Aquilas. It's a reward. Oh, he is weird. I'm really curious what he's going to be. Yeah. Okay, let's go for another group. I think there is another shifted monster. Yeah, that's Snallygaster. So, let's go for him. We will stagger him probably first turn with Ignite, and then we are able to capture him. And we won't have any more of the mementos, but that's just how it is. Oh no, we don't have enough Aether. So maybe some other day. Let's start with the weakness against Snallygaster. But I'm going to receive a corruption anyway, right? Let's use basic retaliate. And let's stagger living armor. Okay, great. Oh yeah, I was able to stagger because of that new trait, right? Where is it? Wild Fear. Wild damage hits of this monster gain +1 poison damage. Yeah, I would otherwise deal, I think, only 3 poison damage, but now I was able to stagger him. Okay, let's stagger. No, we are going to kill him. I don't want to kill him. Let's heal him. Oh god, really? I shouldn't attack him a previous turn. Let's try attacking him with Sudden Splash. Maybe some basic attack will be able to just stagger him. Yeah, look at this. Basic attack is able to only stagger him, not kill. And now we are able to catch him. Great, so we have Snallygaster shifted as well. Critical poison weakness. Interesting. Interesting. And let's use a mud trap now. This mud trap should be probably used when several enemies are attacking, not just one ranger. But okay. Yeah, this is very low damage. Fine. It would be nice if Ettin has some kind of on-hit trigger. Let's start with a sudden splash against living armor. Oh my god, he has a retaliate. And then let's use a sound wave. Ranger with a retaliate. Ready? And now let's use a mud trap. But we are not going to trigger eco that way. So we have to use a budding. And I think, yeah, he's not going to die either. That's a shame. Okay, let's use the budding. Yeah, he did not die. But did we receive a corruption? No, it looks like we did not. I'm not sure. But it looks like we did not. Okay, in that case, it's great. Let's kill him. Fine. Corruption cleanse at the end of combat. That's big. And level 3 with Ettin. Pollen shield. Shields target ally for 14. That's a lot. Applies weakness to all enemies. Then applies one more debuff for every kind of debuff on them. Yeah. Okay, is this better than what we already have with the mud trap, with the budding? This is healing self, not shielding. And I'm able to shield anyone. Yeah, it's great. What about Bloody Charm? Applies eco to target ally. On eco applies 4 bleed to all enemies. What? 4 bleed? And it's a free action. Wow, this is so strong. This is broken. Eco critical. Okay, I have to remember this. We are going eco critical next run with Bloody Charm until it's nerfed. Because this is something. Molten Charm applies eco to target ally, generates random meter. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. I want that pollen shield. No, we are going for the Molten Charm, that's so strong. That bleed was probably stronger still, but I don't want to take it because we are not going for a bleed run this time. But yeah, it was probably stronger. I just want to make those runs like thematic, so we are focusing some kind of type. The monster deities truly made these plays magical when they built Vigil. Monsterkin had a very own secluded wonderland to travel through, right next door. Yeah, I read this one already. And it looks like I'm going in the circles. Yes, I am. And am I able to get here? No, I'm not. Fine. So let's go here and maybe we'll be able to explore slightly to the south. Oh no, this is the end, right? Of course we are not. Let's go for a merchant, because we should have something special for a Snallygaster at the merchant, so let's check it out. Yeah, and that purge, I'm probably going to replace it, guys. If I'm able to get a weakness, and I am. So let's infuse weakness into a Mephisto. That initial purge is fine. But we want weakness. Yeah. Okay, one additional experience is great as well. And he didn't have any corruption, so that's fine. Okay, where is that merchant? Here he is. So what do you have for me? Something special. For 15. Grant Snallygaster debuff damage +1 if Snallygaster already has the perk, instead increase it by 1. Oh, I'm able to increase it in every shop. That's great. Okay, so he has debuff +1. We are able to get epic chromatic scroll, breaking 5 poise. That's huge. Corruption class. Ooh. Now water damage as well. That's not bad. This would be good on Snallygaster. Blank Memento. Let's get Blank Memento. That's up our priority. And let's get some experience as well. But we will need to save money for increasing Snallygaster. Energy charge. 3 times 5 fire wind damage against target enemy. If the enemy has weakness, applies power to all allies. Otherwise, apply for weakness. Yeah, we probably want this. What about Battle Clans? Battle Clans is great, but... It's great, but... We don't really want to use support actions with Mephisto. But it's a free action. And then we have Deluge Strike. 3 times 3 water damage against target enemy. Apply weakness to target enemy. Is it better than what we have? We are applying Terror. And random ally as well. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not that great. Ignite is horrible. The problem is that we don't have any Ether generation. We need to get some Ether generation from a trait. Let's go for Battle Clans. It might be helpful. Well, it's especially helpful for the Mephisto. But except that, it's going to be really helpful against the last boss. Chernobog or the new one. Both of them are inflicting a lot of debuffs. Double Snallygaster? Okay. We have 1 blank memento, right? So if we find 50th fairy, we are able to catch her. Okay. We are able to use a Molten Charm at the beginning. I think I'm going to do that. And... I don't know to who, maybe to me? No, maybe? Probably to Snally. Yeah, let's use it on the Snally. Okay. And then let's use a Retaliate as well. Fine. Now we can use a Dampen. We would be able to use a Battle Clans as well. But we don't want to use it. Let's use a Sudden Splash against Living Armor and we are going to stagger him. Oh, Eco is only on support action. That's true, so I have to use it on Mephisto only. Or on the Ettin. Probably on the Ettin. Right? I forgot about it. Oh, but we have Healing Dust. This is going to heal everyone. But it's for 3. I would need to have 3 Eco. Let's use Molten Charm on me. Great, and now I'm able to use a Mud Trap as well. But only one enemy is going to attack and maybe we are able to kill him. So let's not do that. Let's rather kill him. We are unable to. That's a shame. Maybe if I used basic Retaliate, I would be able to. Only with a Sound Wave. And I'm unable to generate a green Ether. Okay, never mind. But we have Retaliate as well. So let's do it like this. And he has a weakness, so he's going to receive some damage at the beginning. So let's use basic retaliate. And now I'm able to use this dampen, and he's going to die anyway. Yeah, great. Now these guys are going to shield themselves a lot, it seems. That's no problem for me. Let's use Molten Charm. That's going to heal. We will have the same amount of eco afterwards. And one more Aether. So that's great. Let's use Battle Cleanse now. Reduce our corruption. And one sudden splash. Ooh. Okay. This is going to deal a lot of corruption. 1 times 13 damage. I think we won't be able to stagger him, guys. He has a terror, I know. But this is nothing. Yeah. That's a problem. We will need to use a mud trap. To gain another retaliate, a lot of shielding. And let's use the dampen anyway. How much damage? A lot. That's going to be a lot of corruption. 6 and 5. Oh man. These void charge attacks are something. That really is something. This is not cleansing corruption, right? And this only that one is cleansing corruption, but only first time. Okay, let's finish him off. Wordiness 2. Damage plus 2 with Ettin. Okay. Okay, better than nothing. So, let's take it. Monster Soul. It's going to increase our health. Snallygaster has that low health. Okay, let's increase it then. We can jump here, loot this as well. We have 7 gold, that's nothing. Kullervo. Kullervo with Ettin. Let's go for Kullervo. But we won't be able to stagger him. So who has void charge attack? Nobody. Ah, Kullervo has. 3 times 4 damage. Yeah, he's starting strong. Let's start with the Molten Charm. Fine, we have Redirect. So let's shield as well. 8 shield. And now let's generate basic attack against Kullervo. And then sudden splash against Kullervo. Yeah, I should do it differently. That random terror is not that helpful. That sudden splash is not great. I'm probably going to use Snallygaster more instead of Mephisto. This dampen seems to be better. Okay, how are we going to do that? Let's use Molten Charm again. Yeah, we are not losing any Aether with that. Yeah, we are not losing any, and we are only healing on the top. So we want to use it every time. Then are we able to stagger? It looks like we will be able to kill him. Let's use Sudden Splash. I'm unable to. Okay, but he has a weakness. He doesn't. He has a terror, but he has a burn. But I don't know who is going to be attacking first. In the inspect, maybe we are able to see it. So the first one is maybe going to be... I don't know if this is the order. Maybe it is. Yeah, we are unable to kill him. Let's maybe try basic retaliate and afterwards... Yeah, we are. Great. I should do that immediately. Fine, now we will probably go for Ettin because I think we won't be able to attack Kedevus, or what's his name? His name is Caduceus. Fine. Let's use Petal Charm first. No. Let's use Molten Charm first. Then let's use Petal Charm. Cleanse some corruption and debuffs. Then I'm going to use basic Retaliate. Then we are able to stagger him, but look at him. He's going to attack. But we have to... No, one redirect. We have to redirect on Ettin. And the attack is 3 times 5 damage. He has 0 weakness. Yeah, so let's do it like this. Let's attack him. It's going to stagger Ettin. And now I'm going to use a dampen to reduce the damage received. Okay, that should be 0 corruption. It was 4 corruption at the end. Okay, never mind. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, but it's not easy. Good. Now they are not attacking. Fine. So let's use a sound wave. Let's first use a sudden splash. And now let's use a sound wave. Good, they have many debuffs. Let's use a budding as well to increase weakness on them even more. Good. Yeah, the damage from the weakness is not bad, but it takes so long to accumulate it. We need some way how to inflict more weakness. Staff. Okay. Let's give it to Mephisto. And what is that? That's a challenge. Elemental challenge. Mephisto can take it. Good. Fine, he was successful. That's great, by the way. But he's not going to level up yet. There is nothing here. So let's teleport back. We have 8 gold. We could return to the shop if we had more, but we don't. Witch or loot drop? Let's go for a witch. And do we want to change any type? Critical on Snallygaster. And what would we want instead of critical? Maybe Aether? Probably Aether. Or some kind of healing. I think I'll go for Aether instead of crit. Aether is always good. Oh, look at her. Maybe signature trait? Oh, I'm happy with the signature traits I have. Gift of the Worm. No, what am I doing? Yeah, I want to infuse Aether instead of crit. And we have a level 4 with Snallygaster. That's great. That's going to be very helpful against the first boss. So we have another trait. For every 7 Aether consumed by allies, generates wild Aether. For every 7, generates wild. Okay. Then we have Void Burn and Synchronous Majesty. Void Burn is great. I think I'm going to take that one. I started to like it so much. But maybe this Aether cycle would be better. 7 Aether consumed. Oh, let's go for a Void Burn. Void Burn seems to be much better. It's going to enable so many skills to be used. Reroll trait or action. Yeah, I'm fine with that trait here. This trait is great as well. This one is okay. Ignite, we probably want to reroll. and nothing else. So let's reroll Mephisto's Ignite. Torment Eruption. Based on the debuff stacks, it's going to deal higher damage for each debuff stack on this monster, on Mephisto. Yeah, we don't want that because we are going to cleanse them, hopefully. Heal all allies, apply 5 terror to all allies. Broken, broken, energy charge. Oh yeah, I know this one. Maybe I'm going to take this one. Yeah, I'm probably going to take it because now with that Wild Ether, it's going to be much easier to use it. What do you think? Or are we going for a foreboding rain? Yeah, let's go for a rain. We need some kind of healing. Mephisto is going to heal. Whatever. He has also another support action, so maybe it's going to be fine if I use that eco on him from time to time from the Ettin. Wait, this is a new boss? I had no idea there is another boss at the end of this area. What? I thought there is only fairy. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is even more than great. Look at him, he is gorgeous. What is that? Some kind of troll? Yeah, he looks like some kind of troll orc. Wait, is he with a ranger as well? What's that? Let's read it. Bronze lion. Well, it doesn't look like a lion. Echoes of the Fallen. This monster starts with a random monster soul bound to it. Oh, so that's why the ranger is there. Which can be changed at monster shrines. What? It gains the bound monster's first perk. And can use its starting actions as free actions? Oh. That was head explosion. So many possibilities. As a free actions. Bank and eco stacks instead of Ether. Oh, okay, so that's a catch. They count as echoed actions. I don't understand what they mean by that. Oh, so they cannot be echoed again, because they already are echoed. Okay, I get it. Okay, in that case, it's not that strong, because echo is pretty good to be used as a currency. Too good to be used as currency. That's what I mean. Okay, we will think about it next time. Now let's fight against him, and he has a ranger, so he can use height. But that's not going to help him because he's a lone monster. Okay. So let's start strong. Yeah, he's also using height. Okay. As a free action, he's going to use eco for a height. But height is not bad because he's going to gain force. Yeah, but he's not going to gain a sidekick because he doesn't have that signature trait. Okay, we know where we are. Let's start with Monster Charm on Ettin. Okay, we have Redirect. Let's use a Mud Trap as well. Now let's use a Sudden Splash. Are we going to use a Petal Cleanse? No, we are not. Let's use a Sudden Slash. Terror. Ettin has a Terror. Really? And let's use a Dampen as well. Nice. What did he do? I had no idea. I probably need to read his actions as well. But it looks like he did nothing. Let's read it. Crystal Eco. Applies Eco to all allies for 2. On Eco, cleanses 3 debuffs from all allies. Oh, I hope this is his starting actions, because that's great. Drown. Yeah, that's going to be hard to defend against. But we are able to stagger him, probably. Let's use a Molten Charm. Yeah, probably on him, because we will need to shield. Oh, we won't need to shield. That was a mistake, because we will stagger him. So maybe we won't stagger him. How much damage is he going to receive now? Well, not much. Kill all allies. Maybe I should do this. No, we don't need to do that. Let's use a Battle Cleanse, however. Let's use a sudden splash. And let's stagger him. And let's catch him. Fine, he used the round anyway, but I was able to withstand the whole damage and also retaliate. That's great. And now let's catch him. Great. Bronze Lion. Eco Power Purge. Oh man, he's going to be so broken. Let's use Molten Charm again. Beautiful. Now he's using only defensive abilities. Another Eco. Tonic. Heal target ally. Apply Eco. And temporary power to target ally. Okay. You can do that. Let's start with a Battle Cleanse probably again. Fine. Now let's use a Sudden Splash. And Dampen. We need to inflict many debuffs to him, and it looks like it's not that easy. Maybe with this budding. Five weakness, that's nothing. Fine, he healed himself, he has 3 eco. 6 eco. Okay, and he has a different monster now, why? That's a trick. Venom Fang. And Lava Tide as well. And we don't have any item to interrupt him. Yeah, that's a shame. Let's use Molten Charm. And he's going to use a Drown. Jesus. He's going to kill a Mephisto if I don't interrupt him. And I'm unable to interrupt him. Okay, I have a 5 retaliate, so he's not going to, but still. Let's use that Mud Trap. Unfortunately, only once, because I had no eco. 5 terror. Do I want to go for a 5 terror? Let's use Battle Cleanse to cleanse those terrors from the Ettin. Let's use Sudden Splash again. And Dampen. Well, he has 4 terror again. Yeah, okay. 5 corruption from that. It's nice. Great, that retaliate dealt a huge damage this turn. Great. Let's heal. Let's use... Maybe we should use a 4-Bounding Rain this time. No, I don't think we need to. Let's use a Mud Trap now. It's going to be the eco as well, so he's going to be able to block this attack without any issues. And let's just continue dealing more damage, because he's accumulating powers. So we need to kill him sooner or later. 50 health. Okay, let's go retaliate. Great, 1 life. And he's basically dead. The retaliate is so strong. I think the Ettin dealt the highest damage during this whole fight. Let's just kill him. Okay. Great, we won. But that corruption is a problem, guys. We have more and more. Ettin. But we have a new monster. That was our last monster we need to catch, yeah. And I was looking for him like everywhere. I thought he's like a Mandragora. hidden somewhere in the grass that I need to find him to be able to catch him. But no, he was a boss. That's great. Okay, Ettin voice. Aura. For every 6 allied actions, applies 1 eco to the ally with the lowest amount of eco. I don't think I want that, because I don't want to apply eco to Mephisto. It's fine, but this... Yeah, I don't want to apply eco to Snallygaster. Chorus. On support action from an ally, apply 1 temporary power to that ally. Every 5 times this trait triggers, generates random meter. That's so weak. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weak. Retaliate generates random meter. I don't know. Does this work? Does this count actions of the Ettin as well, or only his allies? I think everyone. Yeah, okay. This random eco, random ether would be great as well. Let's reroll this one, guys. I want some weakness. Yeah, sensitivity. Weakness only reduces damage by 2, but each hit against enemies with weakness deals 2 more damage. Yeah, I want to apply more weakness tags to deal more damage at the end of turn, or at the start of enemy turn. Hexing strike. On attack, apply 2 weakness to target enemy. I'm not really attacking that much with Ettin. Bloodletting aura. At the start of your turn, cleanses up to 5 weakness randomly among allies and enemies. For every 5 weakness cleansed and consumed on any monster, applies bleed to each enemy. Enemy weakness stacks cleansed by this trait counts as consumed. So we are going to replace this. We are going to replace weakness stacks also from our monsters. And then apply bleed to the enemy. Okay, I think this has a high potential. So I'm going to pick it, although it's not that great. The sensitivity would be better for me. But we are going for bloodletting. Because yeah, with the affliction Mephisto, we are able to maybe inflict weakness to our allies as well. Sensitivity. Okay, we have it here as well. With the Mephisto. Void infusion. Whenever wild ether is spent on an ally action, and it is because we have that trait, its second hit does wild damage. If it's a support action, applies 1 terror to each enemy instead. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whenever a wild damage hit staggers an enemy, purges 1 enemy ether and applies 6 terror to each other enemy. Let's go for sensitivity. Not ideal, guys. Not ideal. We want to return to a shop. Did we have a shop? We did not have a shop. We usually have a shop before a boss. Not this time. But we will have a shop here, so maybe we'll be able to buy something great. And do we want to change any types? No, let's keep it at this. Shop. Rod of command. And we have another snack. Debuff damage. Okay, but let's read about the debuff damage. Because I don't know how it really works with the weakness, if it does. Increases damage of debuffs against enemies by 1. Yeah, I'm not really dealing any debuffs which are dealing damage. You know? So I don't really want it. He probably should be played with some burn or something like that. Because weakness is not dealing damage, so I'm probably not going to buy this. That's it. That's it. Another blank memento we don't need. Ocarina, another ocarina. Yeah, we want something better for Snallygaster and Mephisto as well. Max health increase. Let's go for epic rod of command. And let's buy experience. Yeah, okay. Are we going to infuse as well? That's going to give them one more experience. No, I don't. I don't even want a signature trait to change. So let's continue like this. 21 corruption still on the Ettin. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible and it's not going to be better probably. Maybe some signature trait here. Kullervo. We have this bronze lion as well, right? Let's continue. Let's continue like this. What do we have here? Earth, ether or water? Which one do we need more? Probably water here, earth as well. Earth here definitely. And water here, definitely. So we are probably going for the earth because we are going to use earth every turn. 2 times with Ettin. And about the water, I'm not sure. We can... yeah, maybe we won't use that one every turn. But with the Ettin, we don't really have any options. Oops. Oh, I didn't want to charge. I wanted to jump up. Okay, this should be easy fight. So let's do it. Five terror to all allies could be helpful. Let's start with the Molten Charm. Good. Then let's use the Mud Trap as well, because we are going to get attacked by a Volpe. And now let's maybe use... okay, let's use a Sudden Splash. I should use maybe that Battle Cleanse as well. Healing Dust. We are able to use a Healing Dust. 2 weakness to target enemy, then applies 2 more stacks of each debuff on the target. Heal all allies for... Let's go for a Dampen. Okay. He wasn't able to get through the armor, that's great. Oh, we were able to inflict a bleed as well. 3 corruption received by Ettin again. But at least I was able to block that void attack. But now the void attack is going to be for 16. Okay, we will see. Let's use Mud Trap again. Fine, so we have 16. Now, are we able to use a Sound Wave? We are. And Volpe in the middle is going to die afterwards. I don't know about other. Fine. He has 3 bleed, 3 bleed. We are inflicting so much bleed now. Oh, this is great. Now let's stagger him as well. I'm going to use that Battle Cleanse now. I cannot forget about it. It's cleansing corruption. This Retaliate is so good. Yeah, it's great. So let's start with Battle Cleanse because I'm going to forget. Good. Then let's use a Molten Charm again. And we are able to kill him somehow, probably. Let's use a Sudden Splash for Terror and Dampen. That's not going to kill him, unfortunately. Weakness to all enemies. Okay, let's use that. 2 times. Great. 9 and 5 damage received. And he's dead now. Jesus Christ. He received so much terror at the beginning of the turn. Great, level 5 with Snallygaster, not Mephisto yet. Okay, but it will be soon. Chilling Proliferation. Applies bleed and weakness to target enemy, then applies 4 more stacks of each debuff on the target. Wow. Wow. That's really good. I think I'm going for that. Deluge Strike. 3 times 2 damage against target enemy, apply weakness to target enemy, then applies 2 more stacks of each debuff. That chilling proliferation is so good. Let's go for that. But this Deluge Strike is great as well, but it requires... This one requires 2 wind, that's a problem. Oh, but this is applying only 1 bleed and weakness. Okay, we are going for a Deluge Strike. In that case, that's better. Monster Soul. And what do we have here? Let's go for a Cherub first. Okay. Let's start with the Molten Charm. Maybe I shouldn't start the round with the Ettin, because he's then going to receive a terror, and then he's going to receive more damage while tanking. I should give terror and burn to someone else. Yeah. Yeah, this was a mistake to do every time. First strike. Let's use a sudden splash maybe. Oh man, look at this. Everyone is going to attack. Let's use a Mud Trap. Five terror. Everyone. Yeah. Okay, let's start on the Nosferatu. Nice, I was able to inflict terror to him, that's helpful. But it doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that. Let's go for a Deluge Strike. Fine. 4 and 3. 2 Corruption. And also a Nosferatu. How much corruption? 7. Jesus. Okay, so the first action shouldn't be with Ettin. We have to do it probably with Nosferatu. Let's start with the Battle Clans. Okay, now I am able to use a Molten Charm. So let's do that. Are they going to attack? They are. All of them are going to attack. Man. Okay, but we are going to kill someone. We are going to kill Nosferatu. And that's it. Should I rather interrupt a Shambler? Maybe I should. Let's interrupt a Cherub at least. I think with the bleed he's going to... Okay, he was crit. Okay, he was able to withstand the attack. Great. And he's staggering him as well. Beautiful, beautiful. More bleed stacks. Let's start with the Sound Wave. And then let's use a Molten Charm and let's kill him. Okay. It was bad, but at least I learned that I cannot start with the Ettin, because then he's going to receive those debuffs from the Mephisto, and that hurts a lot. Weakness reduction +1. Okay, that's great. That's great. And we have another action. Applies eco to all allies. Oh, this is the one which which that Treant had, or what was his name? Lion, Bronze Lion. On Eco, cleanses 3 debuffs from all allies. Not bad, not bad. Dust Grasp, apply 3 weakness to target enemy. It's a free action. We already have a free action. Torrents, free action. Yeah, we are going for Crystal Eco. On Eco, cleanses 3 debuffs from all allies. Let's take it. I'm not sure if we are going to use it, but maybe there is going to be a time when I don't really need to tank and it can be used. Mephisto, Doom Bloom, free action, applies 5 terror to target enemy. Torment Flux, cleanses up to 6 debuffs stacks from this monster to deal 6 damage. Oh, let's go for a Deluge Strike as well for him. Good. It's going to be great against the bosses, you know? When they are going to have bleed stacks as well, and I'm going to give more and more bleed stacks with that Deluge Strike. The only problem is that I need to have a lot of Water Ether. Who came first, Soul or the monster deities? Was Soul created by the monster deities, or did Soul create the monster deities? I don't know. This happened far before my time. Even we Aethermancers have no knowledge of who came to be first. Is that so? I could have sworn you Aethermancers knew about Soul creating all the monster deities. How do you know all this? I've been around for a long time now. Always lurking, never interfering. Until you appeared. Here's your reward. I'm looking forward to our next encounter. Until I appeared. That's nice of him. So I probably should know that. Wait, he gave me a reward. So that was probably a correct answer. Or maybe it was like neutral answer and I received some reward for that. Yeah, I'm happy that we learned. Okay, let's start. With I don't know what. Yeah, I have no idea. Probably Deluge Strike. Oh, I cannot. Yeah, I can. Let's go with the Deluge Strike on this Shambler. Nice. Then I'm going to use Molten Charm. Fine. Then I would be able to use a Mat Trap, but if I used a Mat Trap, I think I'm unable to attack. And it doesn't really matter, it seems, because I won't be able to stagger him anyway. Maybe I'm going for Budding instead. No, we will go for a Mat Trap. No, we will go for a Budding. No, let's go for a Mat Trap. We need to shield a bit, and let's attack the Shambler. He has 1, but maybe Burn is going to stagger him. Yeah, it did. Great. Great, great. Retaliate. Oh, that was much better than I expected. Now they received 2 bleed each. And let's probably start with some good attack. Let's use Deluge Strike on the Mephisto again. Not Mephisto, Shambler. Look how many stacks he already had of everything. Now we are able to use a Molten Charm. They are not going to attack, right? So let's maybe use this Crystal Echo this time, because we have a chance. And we have 2 Echo on everyone, right, because it was used with Echo. Oh, that's so broken. So if I used a Battle Cleanse, it would cleanse some more. If I used Foreboding Rain, it would apply 10 terror to everyone. Okay, let's do that in that case. Okay. You are shielding yourself. Regenerating Wild Ether. Maybe I shouldn't do this. It is what it is. Now they're attacking. So now we need to do something big. Yeah, and it's going to be a sound wave. But first, yeah, it's going to be a sound wave. It has to be a sound wave. We are not going to use support action. Yeah, with the terror, it was great. It was great. Molten Charm. We can use this Crystal Echo again. That's great. Oh man, that's great. And we are cleansing as well. This is going to be so good against the last boss. And let's use Deluge Strike to increase the number of debuffs on him as well. Oh, I did not use a Battle Cleanse. Damn, I forgot. It's a shame. Never mind. It was a fun fight. Ettin have one more experience. Good. More money. Wait, what is this? What is this on the map? I don't know. It's different icon on the minimap as here. Is it the same thing? Isn't there some hidden area? I'm just asking. Okay, probably not. So this is it. We are going to continue. And we don't want to cook Envoy. Blue drop. Yeah, let's go for Envoy. I think that one is going to give us Artifact. And Artifact is always good. We are going to skip this. And where are you? Here you are. Event. Yeah, Artifact. Great. Hexing Harp or Hourglass? Yeah, we are going for Hourglass because we need to cleanse that corruption. So let's do that. Double Grimoire and Nosferatu. That should be easy. Okay. Good start. Let's start with the Deluge Strike on Nosferatu. Oh, but I wasn't able to give him more terror. Set. Now let's use Molten Charm. And we will need to tank. Or do we? Maybe I'm fine if Snallygaster is going to receive some damage. But I already have a redirect. So let's use a Mud Trap in that case. Sudden Splash, probably. Well, let's go for Deluge Strike on the Nosferatu again. Fine. Okay. They have 7 stacks of the weakness. Yeah, so he's going to receive a huge corruption again. 6. Because Grimoire was first. And let me check, maybe if I inspect monsters now, yeah, I'm able to see that Grimoires are going to attack the first and Nosferatu last. I don't know which Grimoire. Oh, I am able to see which Grimoire. I would like to see this bar all the time during a combat. Why is it not visible? It could be just small, here in the middle, to see the order. Fine, let's start... Oh, AoE attacks. Let's probably start with Foreboding Rain, guys. Let's start with Molten Charm. And we are going to use that Soundwave AoE attack again if it's possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Okay, what are we going to do then? If I use Foreboding Rain... No, I have to interrupt, I have to kill a Nosferatu. And Lava Tide, probably going to be fine. Okay, let's do it. Could be easy. Let's use Battle Cleanse as well. No, let's go for a Deluge Strike. And he is dead, right? He has 5, 7. Yeah, he's going to die. I don't need to do anything. And now let's just attack Grimoire. This is going to apply weakness to target ally and apply 2 more stacks of each debuff on the target. On the target. Okay, let's apply weakness to him because he doesn't have that much weakness. So he's going to at least deal more damage. Budding could help as well. But I think I'm just going for the retaliate this time because I want to deal some damage back to them. Fine, let's see it. Okay, retaliate. And you are generating. Great, okay, I think this was at the end. Really well done. Look how many debuffs they already have. Jesus Christ. Okay, at least this one is going to have that void charge attack. Let's go with the Molten Charm. I want to use his attack first because I want to use Crystal Echo this time. Okay. And now I'm going to use probably this Battle Cleanse first. No. Or Bonding Rain. Deluge Strike. I think... Yeah, let's go for Bounding Rain to apply 10 terror to everyone. I hope it's going to work. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. This is bad. Let's reactivate. Let's reactivate. Let's reactivate Mephisto. Oh man, I messed up. But we don't have enough Aether to use both of them. Maybe just a normal attack against this guy, so he's going to get staggered afterwards with a bleed. I think he will. And then let's use a Deluge Strike on you. So you are going to die. Okay, he died. Yeah, he's staggered. Great. Okay, we used an item. But it was worth it. I am happy. Let's kill him. Fine. I didn't use that Battle Cleanse again. Why do I do this? Worthiness 3, initial weakness plus 3. That's great. That's great. And we have level 6 with Snallygaster. And with everyone. So let's do it. Yeah, all of these are going to be traits. Snallygaster, Aura. Whenever an enemy is staggered, consumes all stacks of weakness on them to generate wild Aether for each one. That's really good. But I don't really want to consume weakness stacks. But for wild Aether. What about Nightmare? At the start of your turn, deals wild damage hit with 9 damage to all enemies with 5 or more terror. Interesting. And then we have Synchronous Surge. Whenever you reach 5 Aether of the same element, applies 2 weakness and deals 5 damage of that element to each enemy. Triggers up to once per element per combat. But I think I'm not able to generate that many Aether. I'm spending it a lot. So that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. So I don't know, guys. Probably a Nightmare. Or Cosmic Hex. Consume all weakness on them. It's like, yeah, we don't need to have weakness on them if they are staggered because we are going to kill them. But I'm thinking how this is going to work against the boss. So I don't know. But probably well, guys. Probably well. Yeah, let's go for Cosmic Hex. Ettin, Echo Chamber. Whenever Echo triggers on this monster, applies 1 Echo to another ally with the lowest amount of Echo. Well, it's triggering all the time, nearly every turn, on him. So I think I'm going to take this one. On attack, I'm not really attacking. I mean, I am attacking with a Retaliate. But... no, I'll get this Echo Chamber, that's going to be great. And Mephisto, Blind. Enemies with Terror have 50% chance to miss each hit. Whenever an enemy misses a hit, applies Terror to them. Yeah, this would be great if I had banners and evasion on monsters, but I don't. Converter on action applies 1 affliction to self and converts 1 random ether into wild ether. I don't need this anymore. At the start of your turn, generates wild ether for every enemy with 5 or more terror. That's kinda weak. On action applies affliction to self and converts ether into wild. This blind is the best one from these. Let's reroll. I think we can get something better. Warlock Party, weakness reduction. On support action from any ally, apply 1 weakness to the enemy with the lowest amount of weakness. Yeah, this is already better. Shared Torment, whenever a debuff stack is applied to this monster, applies the same debuff to another random ally or enemy. Okay. Dark Exchange, whenever this monster deals wild damage to an enemy, cleanses 4 debuffs from self and applies that to that enemy. Yeah, we don't really have that big problem with cleansing debuffs. Especially now with that Echo on the Ettin. So we are going for the Warlock Party. Let's go with that. Skull. Oh, Skull is great. Terror on hit. Yeah, let's go. Let's replace this Snallygaster. And we want to have Skull on both, on Snallygaster and Mephisto as well. So I hope I'll be able to buy them. Yeah, I'm not sure if the debuff damage, which Snallygaster has as a perk, is also increasing the damage from the terror. Probably not. Only damaging statuses. I think, like a poison and burn, and what else is there? Only these two, right? Yeah, I think only these two. And bleed. Oh yeah, there is a bleed as well. Okay, so bleed, it would increase the damage from the bleed. So maybe I should buy that upgrade. Did I have a shop at the beginning of this one? I did not. What is this? Oh, yeah. Dormant Blessing, Desperate Attempt. I'm able to upgrade. Let's upgrade this Skull. Upgrade tier if possible and pick a rare affix plus curse affix for it. Or Ocarina. I think this Skull is more important. Weakness reduction, initial weakness and wild generator. What is wild generator? That with the hits I'm going to generate wild ether with a basic attack. This weakness reduction is much better, and terror chance is no problem for us because... oh, corruption chance, that's horrible. Because we'll be able to cleanse it. Yeah, okay, so let's go for weakness reduction. This is huge. This is very big. And we have also a rarity increased. So right now we have 20% chance to apply another stack of the same debuff. Great. Great, guys. And now we can attack. Our first target is probably going to be Domovoy. Because he's healing, I mean regenerating healing, and he can deal pretty high hits as well. Yeah, look at him, he's starting already. Are we able to stagger him somehow? I don't think we are. With Soundwave we could, but we won't be able to. Let's start with the sudden strike probably on the Domovoi. Unfortunately he didn't receive those terror stacks. So that's a shame. Now I'm going to use a Molten Charm. And that's going to give eco also to Snallygaster. Okay. We are able to use a Soundwave now. Let's use a Mud Trap. To shield a bit. And we are probably going to use the Soundwave. Are we not? I think we are. Let's do that. Weakness to everyone. Terror as well. Fine. No corruption from that. That's a huge win. Okay. Great. And now it's going to be just easy. Easy run. Let's start probably with the Soundwave again. It's for some reason going to generate 3 Wild Ether. Oh yeah, because I'm going to stagger someone with a weakness. Oh yeah. Let's go. 5 Wild Ether. Okay, this is so good. Now let's use a Petal Cleanse as well. No, let's first use this Molten Charm. So we are going to give him eco. Then I'm going to use Crystal Eco. Maybe I shouldn't. And now we want to interrupt somehow the Nosferatu. Are we able to do that? Well, I think he's going to die anyway if I use Deluge Strike on him. So only damage from this Drift Punch. Yeah, that one will deal a lot of damage to the Ettin, it seems. Or am I able to stagger them both? I am not. So let's use Deluge Strike on Nosferatu and he's going to die. Okay. He dealt 0 damage. This weakness is reducing the damage so much right now. Are we able to read it, by the way? How much it is reducing? By 3. I think this is not correct, right? Because we have other perks. Yeah, weakness reduction +2. Weakness reduction +1, so that's +3. Weakness reduction +1, so that's +4. And then this is a reduction, so 2 + 4, it should be 6. 7 + 7, it should be 7. Every weakness should reduce the damage from the hit by 7, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it should work. Okay, let's go for a Molten Charm again. We are going to give eco to everyone. They have 4. Let's use Crystal Eco again. We don't need to. Let's use a Budding probably. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. Let's use a Budding, for example. Okay, now let's use that Petal Cleanse to reduce our corruption. Unfortunately, it's reducing corruption only once. Let's use a Deluge Strike. Great, he is basically dead. He doesn't know about that. I'm inflicting so much weakness now. Why? Oh yeah, because of these guys. Because when I stagger enemy, it's going to consume all of the weakness stacks on them to generate Wild Ether, right? But because I consume all of the stacks on enemies of the weakness, I have a 50% chance for each of them to apply another weakness text to another random enemy. So that's the reason why I'm able to apply so many weakness text now. But for that, I need to have more enemies in the combat. Let me read it one more time. Where is it? Sorry, this contagion. To another random enemy. Yeah, so that's a problem. So that's not going to be that great against bosses, you know. Never mind. Okay. Against Chernobog, okay, he at least has some allies. Well, the new boss has ally as well. He has that artifact. So during a second phase, I'll be able to utilize this trait, but otherwise it's going to only help me against parties. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's teleport here. We don't want to go against the boss yet. What was this? Okay. We have another challenge here. Let's go for Mephisto this time. Great. Yeah, he is also using avoid charged attack. So let's start with him. And let's start with Deluge Strike on him. Good. Now I'm going to use a Molten Charm on Ettin with the Eco, which is going to generate another Eco. It was on the Mephisto this time. Okay. Then I'm going to use a Dampen. No, another Deluge Strike on the Mephisto. Then weakness, 3 terror and 5 burn. That's not great. We don't have any shield. Maybe I should use a shielding. Yeah, I will not have 2 eco stacks on the Ettin next turn. It looks. Oh man, this is going to be a lot of corruption against 7. I messed up. But I think I would receive that corruption anyway, even if I shield it. That was a lot of damage. So, how are we going to do it now? I think I'm going to use a Battle Cleanse maybe as a first action. Then I'll use a Molten Charm on the Ettin. But I still have only 1 stack. But I have 2 on the Snallygaster, but I need 3. I would be able to interrupt him with a Sine Wave, right? Yeah, he will be interrupted because of the bleed as well. And terror is going to deal wild damage to him. So what I need to do right now is probably use a Deluge Strike on Mephisto. I could go for this. Let's use a Mud Trap. No. Ah man. Yeah, let's use a Mud Trap. That was a mistake that I used that eco in the previous turn. Let's attack you. Nice. Okay. Many weakness tags. He even received 12. Fine. No corruption. This time, no corruption again. It looks like when I receive just 1 damage, I'm not going to receive corruption. Yeah, they have so many debuffs. Let's start probably with Battle Clans now. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's start with the Molten Charm. Then I'm going to use a Crystal Echo. Yeah, I'm going to use a Crystal Echo. Then we are going to use a Battle Clans. And the Sound Wave. That's going to stagger kill everyone. So let's do that. 22 Wild Ether. So much weakness terror applied to them. And now let's use a Deluge Strike to kill him. 13 bleed. Great. Okay, this might be funny against the boss. Only that corruption on the Ettin is a problem. Snallygaster experience, okay. And this is Elemental Challenge. Let's leave Snally or Mephisto. Let's go for Snally. Yeah, let's try again. Okay, it was successful this time. So, experience and level 7 for Snally. Chilling Proliferation. This is a support action, so it would be able to... I would be able to use Echo with it. Applies 4 more stacks of each debuff on the target. It would be great against a boss, but we already are applying bleed and weakness. This is only good because I am able to inflict bleed with it and then proliferate. But if I already have a bleed on the enemy, which I will because I have a trait for that, it's not that strong anymore. Yeah, so it's not worth using afterwards, I think. Maybe it is, but in my opinion, not. Deluge Strike is probably better. Windbolt, I don't want that, and Hellstorm. Yeah, I don't want that either. And do I want to exchange any attack? I'm not using this Healing Dust at all. But it's nice to have a heal. I'm not using Dampen anymore, but it is good. Maybe this Hellstorm would be more helpful for me in the future. Imagine that I have a lot of Ether because now I'm able to generate a lot of Ether. A lot of wild Ether, so this could help me a lot. So let's take Hellstorm instead of Dampen. I hope it was a good decision. And now we are going to fight against the boss. So let's do it. Let's probably go for a merchant because this time I would like to buy that bone. Because we are also inflicting bleed now. So let's do that. Let's buy this as well. Talisman. Hourglass. Oh, we have that hourglass as well. We have to use it. Forgot about it. Yeah. Potato is not bad. Let's buy 1 experience probably, and that's it. I want to save money for those bones. Okay, Shifted Star Spawn. That's not that hard. Fine. And here we are counting for what? For debuff stacks, which are increasing our damage and evasion. And here we have that bloodletting. For every 5 weakness cleansed. Okay, let's do it. Let's start with Sudden Splash. That's going to inflict a terror immediately. Then we are going for the Molten Charm. Echo to Mephisto as well. And okay, Snally is going to receive a corruption, that's not bad. I'm probably going for a budding this time. They can receive a damage, I don't care about it that much. Oh no, but budding would consume my eco. I don't want that. And I have retaliate, so I have to use a mud trap. I already have a retaliate. Fine. Oh, I cannot do anything. This is horrible. Yeah, okay, let's use it. This is the first time I'm going to use it. It's not bad. It would be better if he had some bleed as well. But right now he's going to have... Okay, just one bleed stack. But that's enough. 3 bleed stacks. Let's start probably... And we have to use items as well. Let's use Hourglass of Corruption to cleanse that corruption. Then... Oh, look at him. Crystal Charge and Explosion as well. Wow. He's starting very strong. Let's go for a Sudden Splash again. Oh no, I should go for a Deluge Strike. I should... Never mind. It's going to be fine. Let's use Molten Charm. And unfortunately we'll have to use a Mud Trap. So let's do that. And we are able to stagger him. So only one attack. And let's do it with a Deluge Strike to increase the number of debuffs on him. Great. 16 terror as well. Fine, that's nothing. And we are also going to retaliate for a lot of damage. His retaliates are dealing so high damage. Okay, let's start with a Petal Cleanse right now. Then let's continue with a Molten Charm. I have 8 terror on the Mephisto, that's dangerous. I am probably going to start the next turn with Snally. Then this time... yeah, we will probably need to tank this again. Jesus, yeah, we will need to. But he has a lot of... He has a lot of corrupt weakness. Oh, he doesn't. He has only 3. Never mind. Let's use a Mud Trap. Only 8 shield this time. Healing Dust, Soundwave. Let's use a Deluge Strike. We could use a Firebounding Rain to apply 10 terror to him. But it's not that great. Let's go for a Deluge Strike instead. 10 terror is not that great against the boss. And let's use Deluge Strike again. Okay, show me what you have. Nothing. You deal 5 times 0 damage. I mean 1, but it's like a 0. Oh yeah, this weakness, even bosses are dealing 0 damage to us. 8 bleed. But now this is going to inflict a lot of corruption and the damage as well. Oh, Mephisto is going to die, it seems. Interesting. So let's start with the Deluge Strike this time. Maybe we'll be able to stagger him. Maybe. We'll probably reactivate the monster as well this time. Let's use a Molten Charm. Good. Now, let's use that Mud Trap. Oh no, the Ettin is going to receive it. But it should be fine. I think we are going to receive very low damage. With that many weaknesses. Let's reactivate Snally. And let's use a Petal Cleanse as well. Because we are able to. Even 2 times, great. It looks like we won't be able to stagger him. Maybe we will. No, it looks like we won't. Yeah, there is no way. 2. Yeah, 2. Fine, that dealt a huge damage. 9 corruption. And then he's staggered. Okay, so he is going to die now. And I received 9 corruption on both of them. which is high, but we'll be able to cleanse 15 from that food anyway, so that's okay. Wait, he healed to 177. Okay, let's continue playing in that case. Yeah, I should pick that, or maybe let's go for a healing dust. Let's go for a healing dust because we have eco. Yeah, he has so many of them right now. Okay, great. Could I use this crystal eco like every turn? I think it's probably better play than trying to shield, but I need to shield. Yeah, he's going to deal lower damage, but still high. Yeah. I'm not generating that much eco, unfortunately. Let's reactivate again. We want to kill him this turn. Let's use a Deluge Strike. Let's use a Path of Clans. And Deluge Strike. Is he going to die now? I think he might. Yeah, he did. Okay, great. So this was Star Spawn. At the beginning, really easy. Later on, not really that much. Yeah. But that weakness is reducing the damage from them so much. Okay, Ettin, we have another action. Winter Guard, shield all allies, cleanses 3 debuffs from all allies, applies redirect to self. Yeah, with the eco it could be fine, but without it, it's not worth using for eco, I think. Drift Guard, shield self, applies redirect. We don't need redirects, we are applying many redirects already. Pheromone Trap, apply 3 weakness to target enemy. Retaliate, triggers attack and apply 1 weakness to them, then applies 1 more stack of each debuff on the target. Yeah, this could be good, but it really isn't, because it's not shielding us. Yeah, the good thing about this Drift Guard is that it's shielding for more, so it would be 24 instead of current 16. But I don't need that redirect, and it's bad that it costs water. This Pheromone Drop is really good, but I need something for tanking. Let's reroll skill. I think this is really important to have good skill. Budding we are not really using. We could replace that. Volcanic Guard, shield self for 12, redirect as well, and retaliate. Healing Dust, apply weakness to the target. Oh, okay, I have this one already on the Snaggy. And Torrents as a free action. Yeah, let's go for a health, unfortunately. Mephisto, what about you? Torment Flux, I don't want to use that. Frightful Lightning. 5 terror to all enemies as well. Maybe I'm going to take this one, because it's a strong attack and I have a lot of Aether. Now what about Wild Mark? Applies redirect to target ally. Target ally gains redirect to deal wild damage. And applies 3 terror to them. Yeah, it would be better to get some attack which costs like 5. Because this is not dealing that high damage as it could. Yeah, the Deluge Strike is probably better than this attack, so let's go for max health as well. Tough Epic. Crit chance, wind damage, evasion 15% rare. Okay, let's give it to Mephisto. That's not bad, he's going to evade much more. He already has quite high evasion because of the number of debuff stacks on the enemies, but this is going to increase it even more. Okay, great. Let's buy this, we have 34, so I'm probably going to buy this Snally snack again. Burn on hit. Debuff cleanse. Yeah, we don't have any skull here. Skull would be great. this banner, I don't know, it's probably better to have this banner than a staff. Crit chance evasion. 8+1. Hit +1 is really weak. Let's get a banner and let's replace this staff. Let's scrap a staff. And cleanses corruption by 5. That could be helpful. But let's buy this. Okay, let's buy it as well. And let's cleanse some corruption on the Ettin. And let's buy some experience as well. Fine. Let's drink it. Max health. So we have 11. That's better than after a previous boss when I had, I think, 21 still on the Ettin. Now we have 11 corruption. But the strongest area is waiting for us. Night. And boy, yeah, let's go for a night. Maybe we'll be able to upgrade. And we still would like to upgrade that skull. Oh, we can talk. Nice. Sirius, there's something different about your monsters lately. It has been absolutely terrifying to watch them fight, even for a seasoned veteran like me. Oh yeah, because we are inflicting terror. Oh, we are able to upgrade. Great, but do we want to upgrade that or Ocarina? I think Ocarina can be replaced quite easily. So let's upgrade this skull even more. New affix. Crit damage, debuff mitigation. Water regenerator. Let's go for debuff mitigations. Yeah. Not the best, but at least it is upgraded. So it is 2 times upgraded. I didn't know that it's possible to upgrade 2 times. Great. So that's a great skull. Craft it. Basically craft it. 25% chance terror on hit. Weakness reduction. Debuff mitigation. Okay, terror chance. And 25% chance to apply another stack. That's great. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, I was able to see him, by the way. This was probably the first time. Oh my god. Okay. 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 What are you doing? Ball lightning. Temporary power to all allies. Oh, these are shifted guys, so they are different. Let me read it. While this monster has 2 or more power, it evades the first hit. Yeah, this is better, because with the force I think they are stronger. Because they are at least not critting with the retaliate. Okay, okay. So I think this should be easy. Good. Let's start with the Hellstorm, maybe. No. We cannot. We just cannot. Let's start with the Deluge Strike. Fine, we want to stagger him basically. Then we are going to use a Molten Charm on Ettin. Okay, Snally received a buff. And then I'm going to use a Mud Trap. Okay, Healing Dust, really? Really Healing Dust? That's bad. Really Healing Dust? I don't want to use a Healing Dust. Let's use basic attack. Fine, this is probably going to be bad attack. Okay, that was fine. I was able to block it. Fine, that was nothing as well. Oh, this is going to be probably easy. That weakness is destroying those Nagas. It would be much worse, that's true, if they had... Should I battle clans first? No. Soundwave. It would be much worse if they had that force, because weakness would be probably less effective against that. Oh, we are unable to use a Molten Charm now. We need a red one. I mean, we could attack normally. Okay, let's do that. Let's use Molten Charm. And we have Redirect. And now only he is going to attack. Let's use Mud Trap anyway. Okay, he's staggered. Yeah, this is destroying them. I did not expect this is going to be so easy. Nagas are usually deadly, but I'm able to stagger them quite easily. Hailstorm or Soundwave? Soundwave is better. So let's use a Soundwave. Then let's use a Molten Charm. We have to use that Battle Charm as well, right? To cleanse. Let's use it so I don't forget. Not much, but at least something. And now let's use Deluge Strike against you. And that should probably kill your body as well. Yeah, he has 8 bleed, so only because of that he's going to bleed out. Bleed is dealing 1 bleed, is dealing 2 damage, so it should be 16 damage just from that. And because he was staggered, it was even more. Corruption cleanse from the Snally, great. And level 8 as well. So our 4th, the last one, prayed. Blind. Enemies with terror have a chance to miss. Yeah, I'm probably going to take that. Let's check other. Synchronous Majesty, this is Purging and applying power if I have more than 5 Ether of the same element. Is Wild element as well? I don't know. Whenever this monster deals wild damage to an enemy, cleanses 4 debuffs from self and applies them to that enemy. This is not that helpful. Let's go for a blind. We are going to have higher evasion chance and it's worth because of that. We can scrap this. Finally some money. We are not really finding that much money. This is double normal Naga. Okay, this is going to be much harder, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to focus Naga first now, not Minokawa. He already has a force. Hailstorm could be used again. Let's use a Deluge Strike first. But he doesn't have a terror now. Okay. Now we have only 1 attack. What about you? What are you going to do? 2 force to self, obviously. Okay. Let's use this Mud Trap to inflict a retaliate. And then are we going to use a Sound Wave or are we going to use a Deluge Strike? I think we are going for the Sound Wave to inflict more weakness and poise damage as well. Yeah, this is better. Great. 0 damage, nice. 0 damage again, and we have retaliate for you as well. Great. Bleed stacks. Oh man, this is so good. Polar Wind. I did not expect it's going to be this strong in the last phase. Let's use a Solar Wave, Sound Wave at the beginning. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you can enjoy that retaliate. No damage, no corruption. Healed right away. Now let's use a mud trap against that Minokawa. And let's go for another Deluge Strike, now against another Naga. But he was able to dodge the first one. Well, I was able to dodge everything as well. I think I have like 100% evasion chance with the Mephisto right now. But not with Ettin. Okay, some corruption, but it's not that bad. Minokawa is dead. We have 22 Wild Ether. Let's use a Battle Cleanse first. Cleanse one corruption. And now we are just going to kill you. Good. Oh yeah, this build is evolved pretty good. That evasion at the end is not really dealing damage. The great and the key trait I have during this run is that conversion from the weakness to the bleed. Yeah, that one is a key why I'm able to stagger so much and also inflict quite high damage every turn from that bleed. Terrors are helping as well for the poison damage infliction. Mesmerize. Whenever allies apply 3 or more weakness in the same turn, applies redirect and shield self for 3. Only once per round. That's pathetic. It's only for that redirect, right? So yeah, I don't want that. As long as this monster has redirect, allies gain +1 defense shielding and take 1 less corruption from each enemy attack. What do you mean by allies? Like everyone, also Ettin? Oh, incorruptible. Let's go for this. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what we need. Shield self for 5 on retaliate. If this trait triggers 3 times, cleanses 4 corruption from self. Yeah, let's get that one. And our last Mephisto. On attack, apply 2 weakness to targeted enemy. Not bad. Healthy cleanse at the start of your turn. Cleanse 2 debuffs from each ally. Whenever a debuff is cleansed from an ally, shields them for 2. I don't know. We cannot reroll them. Whenever an ally reaches 4 debuff stacks, applies power and shields them for 4. Okay, that could work. I think this Hexing Strike is probably better. Okay, let's go for a healthy cleanse. We will need it against the last boss. So let's take that. Hexing Harv. This is cultivation. Let's get Ettin shield. Oh, we don't have a shield. Eco in that case. And let's continue. Shield would be best. Let's go for a Naga again. That should be no problem. Okay, so in general, I think this Ettin is very strong. One of the stronger tanks for sure. And it's one of the tanks which is also dealing high damage with the retaliate. He's able to retaliate with the basic attack as well. So I think he's really good. But he is not overpowered for sure. He is fine. I will pick him if I need to pick a tank, just like any other tank probably. Except few monsters. Like Cockatrice, for example, is not great tank for me. She's more damage dealer. Okay, Deluge Strike. Yeah, I don't know. Let's start with the Deluge Strike. Molten Charm. Then let's use Mud Trap. 22 shield now. Okay, that's a different story. And he has a terror now as well. 3 force, but he already used them, so that's great. He's not going to retaliate. great. Give them more bleed. Thanks. 3 bleed for everyone. Let's start with the sound wave again, probably. Or a Hellstorm. No, let's go for a sound wave. Everyone has so many debuffs already. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, but not terrors now on the circuit on the top, that's a problem. That terror infliction seems to be lower at the beginning. Later it's crazy, but at the beginning... Maybe I'm just unlucky, just that circuit on the top doesn't have it. Let's stagger him. Great. Oh man. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm gaining that Wild Eater. Yeah, okay. I was just wondering that it didn't show the animation that after stagger I receive Wild Eater, but it looks like it's sometimes skipping that animation if there is so many animations at the same time. It's just going to make the game faster and skip it because I have 17. I received it at that time, but it just didn't show how it's flying towards there. Okay, so now let's kill everyone and we can go and battle clans again. Never mind. Okay, good. He has that incorruptible anyway, so I think he's going to be fine. Belt? No, let's grab. Let's destroy this. And is this it? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, let's go for Aether Spring in that case. Where are you? Here you are. Give me a dodge, please. Heal or shields. Oh yeah, 2 shields at the beginning is great. Let's take that. Don't really need a healing. Garden Protector. Release to solve to cleanse Ettin corruption. Oh, okay, this is great. We will save it in the case that we will accumulate some corruption, but I think it shouldn't be an issue anymore. We can use this as well if we want to, but not yet. That's another 5 corruption cleanse. And let's charge Medusa. Great. Yeah, they have many. Oh man, this is going to be great. They have poison as well. Let's go. Let's use Soundwave right away. Oh no, we won't be able to use a Molten Charm afterwards. We cannot. So let's start with the Deluge Strike on Medusa. Fine. Now let's continue with the Molten Charm. Received a red one and a yellow one. Let's use a Mud Trap. And basic attack only. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Nice Lamentation. But we have that healthy cleanse, I think. Great. Staggered with the Retaliation. Electric Jolt. That could be dangerous. That's giving sidekicks to everyone, right? Fine. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's start with the Battle Cleanse, because we have a lot of debuffs. Now we gained a lot of shields. Then let's continue with the Molten Charm, as usually. It's going to heal a bit. Great. And now... This circuit is going to attack. Are we going for Crystal Echo? Probably not. Let's go for that mud trap again. Okay, never mind. Now, let's probably use Sound Wave again. And afterwards I'm going to use a Deluge Strike. Probably on the circuit. Because he has a blue poise as well. Nice, he's going to get staggered as well. So no attack. And we have 6 Wild Ether. Great. Medusa down. Beautiful. We already used a Battle Strike, so I don't need to think about it. So let's just kill them. With a Sound Wave again. It would be nice to have some free action on the Snappy. We don't have any, we need some. I mean, this battle class is not bad, but that one is not great either. Oh man, this is so broken build again. How is it possible? And we can do... Oh, we cannot. Never mind. Let's body with you. Fine. Corruption away. We have nearly 0. And level 9 with Snally. Chilling Proliferation. Yeah, I know it would be great against the boss. I already know. Oh, we don't have a reroll. We are not using that Hellstorm. And probably we won't. Let's go for this Chilling Proliferation. Water Bolt consumes all water ether. It's not wild, it's water. Frightful Lightning could be helpful against the boss to inflict some poise damage. What do you guys think? I think I need to go for a Chilling Proliferation instead of a Hellstorm. Let's continue. And we have another Skull. Now, do we want it instead of Banner? That's a question. Probably not. Let's scrap it. If it was some epic with some better affixes, I would take it, but not like this. Let's use this. So we are going to cleanse our corruption. Okay, we have only 2 on the Ettin. Boss fight here. Wait, but we should have 1 more. Yeah, we do. Great. What is this? I forgot. Equivalent exchange. Oh yeah, that's too late for that, but let's do it anyway. Nice. Good try. Who do we have here? Oh, this is easy fight. This is going to be a short process. So let's do it. Let's start with the Deluge Strike, probably on the Jinn, because he has the most of the debuffs. Then let's continue with the Molten Charm as usual. Then he's going to attack. We already have 8 shields, so maybe we don't need to do that. Let's maybe use a Budding instead. No, we wouldn't have enough eco. Okay, in that case, let's use Basic Retaliate this time. And here we have Deluge Strike. Let's use it again on the Jinn. Great. Okay, let's see it. Force. We have a Force. Okay. Only 1 Retaliate? I thought I'm going to retaliate against the Sphinx as well. Okay, let's start with the Sound Wave, probably. We Will I have enough Ether afterwards? It looks like I will. Or maybe not. Yeah, one of those two options. Let's do it anyway. It's so many debuffs to everyone. I just have to use it. Let's use a Molten Charm. Good. And we are going to get attacked. Let's use a Mud Trap this time. 2 attacks probably have to be defended. Sudden Splash, Battle Class. Okay, let's go for Sudden Splash. Fine. He was staggered as well. Nice before that. That helped. I think I'm not going to receive those wild Ether if he's just going to die without staggering, so... Yeah, that's great that he did. Thanks for that. Wow, we have so many debuffs. I have some buffs as well. Let's use Battle Cleanse now, because I'm going to forget. Jesus, that gave me so much shielding. Let's use Molten Charm. Yeah, I already have so much shielding, so let's use Crystal Echo this time. Yeah, even more shielding. Oh yeah, because I cleansed another debuffs with it. It's broken. Let's use Soundwave. Great, you are dead. And let's kill it with Deluge Strike as well. So many debuffs. Oh man. Okay, great. All of these fights, it looks like the fights in the garden are the easiest. Those level 8 traits basically changed everything. Seems. Ettin, another action. Pheromone Trap. Yeah, I already had that one. Applies weakness to target enemy on eco, deals 22 damage hit to target enemy. Plus 1 poison damage for every 1 stack of weakness on the enemy. Jesus Christ. And that's a support action. It's not attack. Wow. Crystalline Radiance. Applies eco and power to target ally. For 4 on eco. Deals a lot of damage to all enemies. It's too expensive. Let's take this Winter Grasp just for fun. Let's replace a Budding. I hope I'll be able to use it against the boss. That would be great. Mephisto, Torment Flash, applies 5 affliction to target enemy. 2 affliction to self. It's a free action. Yeah, okay, that could work. Let's replace this Rain. Yeah, let's replace a Rain. Or Splash. Let's replace a Splash. Good. Meteorite Rare, I don't need that. Let's scrap it. And let's continue. Fine, we have nothing here, so we are going to fight against the boss. Or I forgot about this. But I'm not going to use it because I don't need to cleanse any corruption. I have 0. That's huge. How much money? 89. So let's go for a shop and we'll buy another that bone. Talk. Oh, do my eyes deceive me? They don't. I really do have Snallygaster with me. Wait, he has a Snallygaster as well. Of course he has. I knew him from somewhere. Sally, look, a friendly face. Now that is most exciting for us. Ha, that's his call. This is great. Snallygaster is powerful. This Snallygaster is very powerful. Given the right care, it can help me save the people of Pilgrim's Rest. Fascinating indeed. I should go for a fate. We also might have something for you. For a small compensation, I think it would be fine if I hand it over one of her special treats every now and then. Isn't that right, Sally? Don't look at me with that face, Sally. Sharing is caring. Yeah, it's about these bones, right? So let's buy it. Let's buy this as well. So we have boots here, not bad. Oh, these are good boots. Terror on hit. Yeah, maybe. On support action convert. But I like that Ocarina because it's healing. Power to target ally, that's weak. Let's go for this and let's increase max HP of Snally, okay. These boots are really good. Okay, I'm going to ignore them. Let's just buy experience. Oh no, why? Let's buy this horn. And let's continue. So now, right now on the monsters, on the Sally, we have debuff damage plus 4. Jesus. Hecaton, nice. Okay. I think I would be able to beat Eidos easily this time. I'm kind of sad that I don't fight against him. That would be probably even better than against Hecaton. This could be a nice reaction at the beginning. Yeah, it could be really good. Let's do it. Now let's use a Deluge Strike. Let's first use a Molten Charm. Fine. He's going to attack Ettin for not much, right? 14, that's not that low. So I'm going to use this mud trap, unfortunately. Yeah, I will need to. Let's do it. Then let's use basic attack and Deluge Strike with a Sally, because that one has higher chance to inflict afflictions. Good. Wind Lance, attack to Mephisto, okay. Yeah, I didn't need to use another shielding because he had so much weakness and my weakness is too strong. Ah, never mind. Better be safe than sorry. So let's start with the Torment Flash again. This is going to be our starting action, it seems. I'm glad I picked it. Okay, great. And it's a support action as well, so we'll be able to replicate it with Eco. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's stagger him. Are we able to? We have Winter Grasp as well. He's going to get attacked. But if we stagger him, I think he won't. So let's try to do that. Yeah, he won't. And he will be staggered anyway. So let's go for a Crystal Echo this turn. He will be staggered from the Bleed. And from the Burn as well. So we can just use auto attack, which staggered him. And we have 16 Wild Ether. Great. Fine. Round 3. Let's go, guys. We have a lot of eco, so this should be strong. Oh man. It's going to hurt. And we are unable to stagger him now. Sound wave, really? Let's use a Chilling Proliferation against him. With Eco as well. 15, 14, 27, 15. Now let's use Affliction with Eco. Okay, Okay, I have to bleed as well. Next turn I'm going to use this battle cleanse. I should use it now, because that would shield me. Never mind, we have some shielding. Let's use Deluge Strike. Fine. And now I could use this Winter Grasp as well, but I don't need to deal a poise damage. Let's use Mud Trap. Okay, let's see it. Wow, that was a huge damage. I think 40 and 60. Soundwave. Okay, we have many debuffs. We will use that Battle Cleanse now. It's going to be with the Eco as well, so we'll receive a lot of shielding. 100-handed. Okay, okay. So many, so much retaliate. It looks like Ettin is dealing the most of the damage. I will probably check the damage after this run, after this fight. Let's go for Battle Cleanse. Where is it? Here. Oh, we didn't have that many anymore. Never mind. We still have only 2. Will we ever be able to use this? Crystal Charge. Okay, let's use Mud Trap again. We still don't have a free action for the Sally, right? No. That's a problem. So what's better, this Chilling Proliferation or Deluge Strike? I think the Proliferation, or... yeah, this is also inflicting poise damage. Maybe Soundwave at the end. Because that one is giving him all the debuffs and also good poise damage. Yeah, Soundwave is probably the best if I have a lot of Aether. Okay, good. Dagger. Nice. Another 15 wild Aether, or I don't know how much. I think around that. And I think we'll be able to kill him. We are not even using any items. Maybe I should use at least this Hourglass to cleanse corruption. Fine. Now let's use Torment Flash. Let's speed the Eco as well. Then let's use Molten Charm. Winter Grasp could be used. Oh, only on Eco it's dealing damage. Poise damage. Oh, yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's why it's so strong. Fine, let's use probably a Deluge Strike. That one is better. We want to kill him. I'm not sure if we are going to be able to kill him right now. But we will try it. Okay, it looks like we will. Mephisto is dealing very high damage. Okay, he's great. He's dead. So 0 corruption at the end of the fight, and we can fight against the last boss. I do wonder which boss it's going to be. I think both of them should be really good for me. Epic Void Crystal. Okay. Thanks. And let's continue. This is going to be another bone for Sally. So let's bite. And we have Epic Chromatic Scroll. I'm probably going to take that. Another banner. Power chance wind damage. Ooh, another banner. Whenever a buff is applied. I think I'm going for another banner. Let's give it to Ettin. Let's get this scroll as well. And yeah, we can buy some item experience. But it's not enough anywhere. Okay, collapsion cleanse from 0 to 0 and 5 more health to everyone. So let's go, guys. We were nearly at level 10. So that's a shame. But okay. Finally made it back. I can still feel Capri. We are going against the Capri again. Nice. Are we going every time against the Capri if we start in the Alchemical Woods? Probably not. I read in the patch notes that it should be random. Oh, we missed that music. I wish we could meet in different circumstances. There's so much I would have loved to talk about with you. I would have enjoyed that. There's so much to share about Thursday. So much you have yet to see. So much to cherish. So much injustice. We'll set it right. Don't worry. All will be corrected. Yeah, I think the music should be right now as well, right? Okay, let's go. So we will be generating more Aether during this phase. So if we are able to stagger him during this phase, it would be nice. Okay, so what will be our first action? Probably this Torment Flash. So let's do that. Then I'm going to use a Molten Charm. Am I generating more Aether with it? I generated only 1. Shouldn't I generate 2 during this phase? Okay, what now? He is going to attack. Oh my god. For a lot. So let's use a Mud Trap. And let's maybe attack him. So we are going to generate Aether. What do you guys think? Just like that? For now. Only during a first turn. Let's use 1 Deluge Strike. So we are not going to consume all of the terror. And then I'm probably going to use 1 basic attack. But it didn't look like it generated that much Aether. I don't know. Okay. We already dealt so high damage to him. Interesting. Fine, so now I have 9 burn on the Ettin. Interesting. Let's start with the Torment Flash. Good. Or should I go for a Platter Cleanse? I should. I definitely should. Never mind. Let's use Molten Charm. This is cleansing. It cleansed 4 burn from us. And that is shielding us as well, right? If we cleanse the debuffs. Now, do we want to use Eco or do you want a Mud Trap? This is a Burn Wave and Blood. Okay, we have to use a Mud Trap again. But it's going to deal high damage on the other hand. So that's okay. Now let's go for Deluge Strike. We need to stagger him to be able to generate a lot of Wild Aether. So let's try to do that. Let's use some items. Let's inflict poise damage. On the retaliate, maybe we'll be able to stagger him. We will see. Yeah, I think we will. Right now. Yeah, staggered. Bye. But we didn't get any Wild Aether because it was during a moon phase. Damn. I shouldn't use that item. Oh man, that was a mistake. Let's generate this Wild Eater now. That's going to give me 10. 6, I mean. Great. Now let's start with the Torment Flash. That's going to double. No, let's use a battle cleanse. That's going to probably cleanse all my debuffs. Great. Now we can use a Deluge Strike. Molten Charm. Yeah, I think, yeah. This sun is generating another Aether. So it is generating double. Let's use Mud Trap again. And another Deluge Strike or Chilling Proliferation. We already have a bleeding. Let's go for a Deluge Strike. Good. So show me what you have. He is not attacking if he changed phases, right? Yeah, he is not. Okay, so now I don't want to stagger him. I cannot stagger him. Okay. Let's... he has 3 bleed and 2 weakness. His shield. Let's start with the Torment Flash again. 5 and 5 and burn as well. We are not shielding with the support actions anymore. It looks like it's no problem. He is not attacking, so let's use Crystal Echo this turn. Okay, this is great. This is great. Maybe even better. Deluge Strike. Would this hit also the guy inside? No. Soundwave would not hit him. So let's go for a Deluge Strike again. Okay. That's it. Oh man, that wasn't great. Oh, he took all my ecos. No. Oh man. He's going to destroy me. When he come out of that cocoon. Let's use Void Crystal again. Let's start with the Torment Flash. Now let's start with the Molten Charm. Then let's use this Crystal Echo again. Fine, and now I'm going to use a Torment Flash. Strike. Good. And another one. It looks like I still won't be able to destroy it. Yeah, I'm really dealing much lower damage if I don't do Retaliate with an Ettin. He has 10 eco stacks already. This is a problem, guys. But I have 5 power with Ettin. Let's use... Damn. He took everything from us. I had 2 of them. Let's use Deluge Strike to kill him. Purge, heal, reactivate. Let's start with Torment Flash. So I'm definitely going to kill him. Yeah, still not enough. Okay, he is dead. So come out. Is this going to end my turn now? I hope not. I hope not. Oh, okay, it did. Never mind. Never mind. He is going to attack now. And he has artifact as well. What kind of artifact do we want to use? We have reactivate Hourglass, Hexing Harp. We could interrupt him. we are probably going to reactivate. This is going to be doubled with the Eco? Really? In that case we have to use Hexing Harp. That's a problem. Let's use Molten Charm. Let's use Mud Trap or Crystal Echo. I should probably go for Crystal Echo this time. Is this dealing high damage? Not that high. I think I'm going for the Crystal Echo this time. It's going to help me for the whole run. From now on. Now let's use a Torment Flash. Good. Great. And now let's use probably a Healing Dust. Because that one is going to be... Or no, Chilling Proliferation. Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be with the Eco as well. Okay, great. Miss. And now the big attack Lava Bolt for 15. That's nothing. But this Burn dealt 27 damage. I have 29 Burn. Are you kidding me? Now we have to cleanse it. So we will start with the Path Cleanse. That's going to shield us a lot as well. We have 22. Let's use Molten Charm again, and we are probably going to use that Eco again. We could use this as well. That would deal so much poise damage. I think we would be able to stagger him afterwards, so he wouldn't use this attack. Maybe we'll be able to stagger him anyway. Let's try it. Foreboding Rain. Let's try it. This is only 4 and this is only 3. So no, we are unable to do that. Let's use this Winter Grasp. And I hope it's going to work. Okay, so he has only 7. I think I'm going to use this Chromatic Scroll. And the reason for that is... Oh yeah, we are not going to use a Wild Ether now. Or receive a Wild Ether now. Oh man, I'm unable to use Chilling Proliferation as well. Oh. Messed up. Okay, I'll use a Healing Dust. Fine. And let's attack him. Stagger it. Yeah, but I don't have anything from it. I have only 3 Earth Ether. 36 Burn. Jesus Christ. But he has so many debuffs, I mean... Come on. Are we able to interrupt him? We are not. We are able to reactivate my monster. That's probably what we are going to do. Or are we going to use Void Crystal again? Well, let's use a Path Cleanse for sure. Okay, we have a lot of shield. We are going to receive a lot of damage as well. I'm probably going to use a Path Cleanse again. No, I'm not. I need to deal damage to him. 30 Burn. Jesus. I need to deal big damage to him now when he's staggered. Yeah, how am I going to heal him? This Healing Dust? Foreboding Rain? No, I have to attack. I'll maybe need to heal him with the Monster Flask. No. Let's reactivate a Mephisto. So I'm going to attack him again. Let's use the Torment Flash as well. Let's use Deluge Strike again. Another big damage. Okay, he has only 200 health. He must die, right? Yeah, this is going to hurt. Ettin is probably going to die now. Come on. Oh, he killed him. Nice. I did not see that he lost so much health. I was just watching the Ettin if he's going to die. Oh, great. Okay. Quite good build again. And I would like to see who dealt most of the damage. Probably now a Mephisto. 774 I clicked, unfortunately. Yeah, I will need to check these stats after a boss fights in the future, because that will help me understand the game better. Yeah, so I will do it in the future runs. I hope I will not forget, but I will try it. I will do my best, guys. So we were able to catch 4 new monsters, 3 shifted and 1 new boss. So we are going to play with him the next time. Next run will be with him. I don't remember what kind of types he has, but yeah, we will just use those types for his signature trait. So I hope you enjoyed this run, guys. It was really strong, much stronger than I expected from the weakness run. It wasn't weak at all. So I hope you liked it. If you did, do not forget to like the video as always, and subscribe if you want to follow me. Some hypes are great as well, but yeah, this is a game which not many people are following. So yeah, you guys, I'm able to see that you are also hyping my videos sometimes, which is nice. But if it's just not searched on the YouTube as much, it's not going to be pushed to much more people, unfortunately. So yeah, but every hype is helping a bit. So I appreciate that as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video as well. Bye, guys.